Okay, but I feel that if anything, it has caused them to, now they have something to prove to themselves. It's like, it's giving this energy of I have nothing else to lose. That's what it's giving. I feel like that's how they're seeing things right now. They have nothing else to lose because they're losing everything. But what they don't realize is that I don't know what they think this is. Because see, they can also lose their life. Okay, they're not needed on the planet if this is the type of energy that they are projecting. They're not necessary. They don't need to be here. So they need to stop underestimating the power of the Most High Mother and Father and the seriousness of this situation when it comes to how your ancestors feel about you. They don't play about you, okay? So you definitely want to just write that down and burn it to clear from your energy. I'm also suggesting that if you have not called judgment upon your enemies in a while, it's overdue. It's time to call judgment. So you also want to get you a candle. If you have a black candle, that's great. If you don't have a black candle, use whatever color candle you have. It's the intention that really sets things off. You want to write on the candle. And I'm going to put the message up right now so you can know exactly what to write. Okay, so the issue with this is that this says you are majestic, fierce, noble.
Generation, I say this, of course, problem still, and there's a whole generation, I say this, I said this, for apartheid South Africa, I said this for my own, community in the South. There are still generations of people, older people, who were born and bred and marinated in it, in that prejudice and racism, and they just have to die. Of course, the problem is not solved. As long as people can be judged by the color of their skin, the problem's not solved. As long as there are people who still, and there's a whole generation, I say this, I said this, for apartheid South Africa, I said this for my own, community in the South. There are still generations of people, older people, who were born and bred and marinated in it, in that prejudice and racism, and they just have to die. Still, and there's a whole generation.
Oprah said that old racists just have to die to further racial progress, and a lot of people are upset about this. She was in the UK to promote The Butler, and she told her interviewer, Will Gompertz, that there needs to be some demographic pruning in order to get rid of racism fully. And what she means is that racists have to die to truly eradicate racism. Now, Hannity ran a commercial in response, basically making Oprah seem like the second coming of Satan or something. Bill O'Reilly talked about it. Mark Levin talked about it. The Five on Fox News had multiple rants about it. I don't know if I've ever agreed with Oprah about anything of importance, Lewis, but she's making a point I've made, which is I didn't say racists must die, but what I said is you can change people's views, but to a certain extent, it does matter the environment you grow up in. And I called it the aging out of these kind of retrograde views. And Oprah is not wrong in what she's saying.
Not at all. She should have worded it a little bit differently, but we've talked about the exact same thing. And yeah, aging out, I guess that's a good way to put it.
Just from the left to you.
A lot of people have been calling me the N-word or a monkey, even black boy. One girl said to me, I would hit you, but that's called animal abuse. That to me, we should not get treated like this. We should get treated equally. This is not fair to us black people. A lot of people have been calling me the N-word.
Good evening, guys. Well, it's a scenario that's become all too common where a minor incident results in a white person calling the police on a black person. In this case, a 9-year-old black child was accused of sexually assaulting a white woman at a Brooklyn deli. Tonight, this viral story has been proven wrong.
No, I want the cops here right now.
A heated exchange erupts outside a Flatbush deli on Wednesday afternoon. A white woman who was purchasing something inside makes the claim that a young black child sexually assaulted her.
That's right, the son grabbed my...
It prompts her to call 911, all while the boy and his sister weep. attracting a crowd of bystanders shocked at what they are seeing.
Look at that.
Witnesses insist the boy simply walked by her, brushing her backside with his backpack.
Sexually assaulted by a child.
But the situation only escalates. The video is uploaded to Facebook, where it almost immediately goes viral. That woman, identified as Teresa Klein, is soon dubbed by the internet as Corner Store Caroline. Just the latest moniker in a series of incidents where a white person calls the police on a black person. Jason Littlejohn took the video and posted it online.
How could he be sexually assaulted by a 9-year-old child who's walking by? He was so traumatized by the situation, he started crying. His sister started crying.
Surveillance video obtained by Pix11 from inside the Sahara Deli appears to vindicate the young boy, clearly showing him walking by, rushing out to leave with his family.
I was standing at the counter. I was sexually assaulted.
The woman at the center of the controversy is sticking to her account, speaking exclusively with Pix11 outside her home, where she says she's been harassed after the video went viral.
I understand how it looks, but she escalated. And then I lost my temper at her, not at that child.
Accusing the boy's mother of threatening her in person and later in a voicemail. Klein made numerous accusations, even saying during the now viral altercation that it was the child's mother who claimed she was a police officer, despite the footage clearly showing otherwise.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm a cop.
All right, so if you're a cop, then you supposed to have more.
I did not say that. If I did say that, I would be surprised.
Yeah, look at the climate we in.
Our interview interrupted by residents who say they've had enough of Klein, who they say has a history of calling the police.
And what do you hope comes from all this?
Maybe I could sit down with the young lady who got in my face. Maybe we could do an interview together.
Now, since that video went viral, Klein tells us that she has had to change her phone number, and she has actually called 911 on several people who've been harassing her. Outside of that, now, we did reach out to the NYPD to find out if this report actually was made in the day in question. According to them, no report exists. Live in the newsroom, I'm Andrew Ramos, Pix11 News.
Who was Emmett Till? Emmett Till was a 14-year-old boy who was abducted, badly beaten, and killed in Mississippi in August of 1955. Till lived in Chicago, but was visiting family in Mississippi, which was a racially segregated state with a history of violence against black people. While Till was in Mississippi, he was accused of whistling at a white woman. The woman told her husband, Roy Bryant, who was enraged. Roy and his half-brother J.W. went looking for Till. Till's body was found 3 days later in the Tallahatchie River. He had been beaten and shot. His body was returned to Chicago for an open casket memorial. Tens of thousands of mourners attended. Roy and J.W. stood trial for murder, but were found not guilty. A year later, the two men confessed to a magazine that they killed Emmett, but the case wasn't reopened. Decades later, Roy's wife admitted that Emmett never harassed her in the first place. Who was Emmett Till? Emmett Till was a 14
Walk me out of blindness, lift me out of sadness, save me from my damnness, please, Lord. It is time, Lord, take me from the dry dust, break me out of these chains, bring me from the devil's house, take me out of darkness, walk me out of blindness, lift me out of sadness, save me from my damnness, please, Lord. It is time, Lord. Take me from the dry dust, break me out of these chains, bring me from the devil's house, take me. It is time, Lord. Take me from the dry dust, break me from these chains, bring me from the devil's house, take me out of darkness. Walk me out of blindness, lift me Out of sadness, save me. From my damnness, please, Lord. Anytime, Lord, take me. From the dry dust, break me. Out of these chains, bring me. From the devil's house, take me. Anytime, Lord, from the dry dust, out of these chains, from the devil's house. Anytime, Lord, take me. From the dry dust, break me. From these chains, bring me. From the devil's house, take me. Out of darkness, walk me. Out of blindness, lift me. Out of sadness, save me. From my damnness, please, Lord. Anytime, Lord, take me. From the dry dust, break me. Out of these chains, bring me. From the devil's house, take me. Out of darkness, walk me. Out of blindness, lift me. Out of sadness, save me. From my damnness, please, Lord. Anytime, Lord, take me. From the dry dust, break me. Out of these chains, bring me. From the devil's house, take me. Anytime, Lord, take me. From the dry dust, break me. From these chains, bring me. From the devil's house, take me. Out of darkness, walk me. Out of blindness, lift me. Out of sadness, save me. From my damnness, please, Lord. Anytime, Lord, take me. From the dry dust, break me. Out of these chains, bring me. From the devil's house, take me.